Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Wednesday. It's We Grow Wednesday, November 13th, 2024. Let's go. 8 o'clock Central Time every Wednesday. We get together and do our thing. If you're watching this, you're probably watching the replay, but we're about to get started. We're going to watch a quick intro, about 4 minutes and 20 seconds. If you could do me a favor, hit that like button, share us out, and we'll be right back.
The indoor farmer has a tale to tell. Under the glow of LED lights where his stories dwell. He's not just growing greens, he's sowing seeds of thought. In a studio with a microphone where wisdom's bought. We grow Wednesday from 8 to 9. Tune in, folks, for a communal time. With Waylon, we'll learn to grow in life, in love, and in what we sow. He's a man of the soil and a man of the word, a veteran with a vision, his voice undeterred. From cannabis tales to the latest farm tech, his shows where the nerds and the farmers intersect. He lights up the airwaves with truth and care, sharing joys, the highs, and yes, the wear and tear. On We Grow Wednesday, we're all one big team. Growing together is the ultimate dream. We Grow Wednesday from 8 to 9. Tune in, folks, for a communal time. We'll live and we'll learn to grow in life, in love, and in what we sow. He's a man of the soil and a man of the word, a veteran with a vision, his voice undeterred. From cannabis tales to the latest farm tech, his shows where the nerds and the farmers intersect. He lights up the airwaves with truth and care, sharing joys, the highs, and yes, the wear and tear. On We Grow Wednesday, we're all one big team. Growing together is the ultimate dream. We Grow Wednesday from 8 to 9. Join Waylon for our journey so fine. Learning, laughing, and sometimes sad, but always together from the good to the bad. He speaks of the benefits, the pros and the cons of the plant that has helped him feel less withdrawn. With guests from all walks, stories to share, Waylon makes sure that no one feels like they're there alone. Whoa. So come every Wednesday, find your place in his light, where Waylon, the indoor farmer, invites you to grow not just plants, but your soul, your mind, in a world where together we're truly aligned. Tune in, grow with us, let's expand our view on We Grow Wednesday with Waylon. It's true.
Waylon, the indoor farmer, has a tale to tell. Under the glow of LED lights where his stories dwell. He's not just growing greens, he's sowing seeds of thought. In a studio with a microphone where wisdom's taught. We Grow Wednesday from 8 to 9. Tune in, folks, for a communal time with Waylon. We'll learn to grow in life, in love, and in what we sow. He's a man of the soil and a man of the word, a veteran with a vision, his voice undeterred. From cannabis tales to the latest farm tech, his shows where the nerds and the farmers intersect. He lights up the airwaves with truth and care, sharing joys, the highs, and yes, the wear and tear. On We Grow Wednesday, we're all one big team. Growing together is the ultimate dream. We Grow Wednesday from 8 to 9. Tune in, folks, for a communal time with Waylon. We'll learn to grow in life, in love, and in what we sow. He's a man of the soil and a man of the word, a veteran with a vision, his voice undeterred. From cannabis tales to the latest farm tech, his shows where the nerds and the farmers intersect. He lights up the airwaves with truth and care, sharing joys, the highs, and yes, the wear and tear. We grow and they all
Waylon, the indoor farmer.
All right, everybody, what's up? Come on in. Come on in. It is We Grow Wednesday, 8 o'clock Central Time every Wednesday night. I am your host, Waylon the Indoor Farmer. Let's get it going. Hit that like button. Share us out with your friends. We've got a lot of stuff we're going to look at tonight. I actually found a whole bunch of interesting articles we're going to be looking at. And you'll all be happy to know we're going to have a little change of pace on Wednesday. I think I have a nice guest that should be coming by on, or at least remotely next Wednesday. I hate to say that ahead of time because you know how that goes. But we're always looking for guests on Wednesday. So if you all want to be a guest, no matter big or small, you got something to tell, story to say, let me know. Hit me up in the DMs in the inbox. But we are going to have some fun tonight. We're going to do another spin for the indoor farmer community, which is growing by the day. Thank you guys very much. I have been putting it out and trying to, you know, make that my only ask for my birthday this year. It'll be in a couple days. And the only thing I'm asking for is to give you guys stuff for you to sign up. If you're not a subscriber already, if you're somebody who still comes through and watches the show, and you get entertained, you maybe learn something here and there from any of the shows that I do, all 5 of them. I'm just asking for you to come up and come over to locals.com is the preferred place and sign up. It's free to do that. It's free to sign up. It's free to log in and to join our community. But then it's $2 a month to become a supporter, a subscriber, as you will, if you will. So I'm gonna get the Dabbin Dragon out here. I just want to hit that 7:10 on the mark with you guys, and we'll get this party started. Now, I want to try to. I think I might take it a little easier on the medicinals. I know we have fun. It's an adult show. It's an adult entertainment late night show. You know, have those nightcaps. Do whatever you want to do, and have fun. But tell you what, I want to try to read too. So it does get it gets a little difficult after so many dabs to be reading. So I'm just not gonna lie. Does anyone else have that problem? I see people over there on the X, and well, see, partially my problem is because I have these the muscles in my eyeballs that focus things have always had problems since I was a kid. So it's a different kind of thing, I guess, right? Thank you, Timothy. As always, what I've been doing this week, and I think I'll keep doing that. If we get up to 30 people over on the Facebook, for now, I am growing on Rumble and X. So shouts out to you guys. But for now, if we can get up to 30 people, we'll do an extra thing. We'll do an extra coupon out to the audience. I do have some more goodies to put into the swag packs, so I'm excited about that. We got some more. I was told we're going to have some more Briggs beans coming here soon to be on the game night wheel. We got a lot of good stuff happening. Things are going well in the Bitcoin community. Shouts out to all the different coins and such that are doing really good right now. I think it's not just Bitcoin; it's other things too. Looking at it right now, it's looking pretty good. It's looking up a couple percent for the day. Hey, can't complain about that. Looks like a good day. I hope everybody's having a good week so far. Let me know how it's going in the comments below. I see you guys commenting. I see that. What's up, Kristen, Diane, Margaret, Timothy? Hello. I see you jumping around on all the platforms. Shouts out to the Rumblers. I'm up a few people on the Rumble. So shouts out to you, and a few people on Kick. So shouts out to I see you, Cindy Lou. I see you on Kick, and it is 7:10. Dabbin Dragons ready to roar. Cheers, everybody. Let's go. Have some fun. Oh, we got to turn Barry on a little bit. Got to get him going. Get him pumping. Okay. Cheers.
Yeah, this is for my green thumbs in the game. Waylon the indoor farmer. Check my name. Sustainability.
All the green thumbs out there. Cheers to you guys.
Keep it in the frame. I'm Waylon the farmer, the indoor king. Living off the grid with
Well, hello, Tom. Cheers, bro. We're going to get into some interesting uh, articles I found on a couple of websites here that are a little alarming. We're going to be checking some stuff out here health wise after we celebrate the 710. What's up, Justin? Ada Gummy on the way out, Kristen. Okay, that's all right. Justin, hello, hello. Tom, what's up? We'll put that in the background. Okay. So a couple of these articles are a little older that I didn't see before, but we can also find some pretty good stuff that's really current. Looks like there's an article about some colleges that are noticing an uptick in interest from students in farm programs. So that is an interesting turn of events, because farm programs had been they were having some trouble getting people interested. But I think there's there's something to be said about the social media push for things that are health wise, grow wise, little do it yourself at home gardens, all these different angles that you see on Instagram, on Pinterest. I think there's something to be said about that, and I'm not saying that's a direct connection to farming, because these programs that they're talking about in college are, looking at efficiency on a larger scale. But I'm just saying, like, popularity wise, culture wise, this kind of stuff is becoming a little more mainstream. Just saying. Nice piece, thanks, Tom. Call her the Dabbing Dragon. So yeah, I was gonna look into that a little bit. We have got a story about an uptick in the autism rates in the country, so I wanted to look at that. As many of you know, my son has autism, and he's a great kid. But what makes it kind of brings it into my radar a little bit. And I think that's the same thing with everybody. If you have somebody in your life that has, said condition, insert condition here, it brings it into your peripherals a little bit. Brings it into your bubble, into your realm, right? So I will have that spin later on. Right now, we're going to share in the screen. Yeah, I see you, John. I see you. What's up, Kim? Hello, hello. We are going to get into some things and such on the interwebs. Yeah, ADHD, Justin. Yeah, I think a lot of us have at least bits and pieces or partial things like that. So it's getting harder and harder to tell, where the lines merge, and there's no way for some things to even show because of the overlap of so many things. Okay, farmweeknow.com. They've got some interesting stories here. The IFB president responds to the AFBF's decision. It's a Illinois issue. Two Illinois students receive NAFB Foundation scholarships. That's cool. Greater Peoria Farm Show runs December 3 through 5. That's a good thing to know because I'll probably go to that. Might take my son. Farm show. There's all kinds of crazy implements and instruments, and it's pretty interesting. Let's see. So here's the story I saw I thought was interesting the most. Collegiate. Is it collegiate or collegiate? Collegiate interest grows. Our students are finding Illinois Collegiate Farm Bureau to be their away from home. So we're going to look into that. The IFB announces actively engaged student of the month for November. Okay, so they got a lot of student interaction and activity for the Farm Bureau. That's good. Growmark Indigo Ag partnership expands into biologicals. Interesting. Biologicals. What does that mean? That sounds scientific-y. Crop watchers. That just sounds like crop dusters. I'm just saying. Doug Uphoff. Okay, Doug. Brent Clare, other crop watchers. Yields were very satisfying, he says. Very satisfying. This country has been averaging in the low 200s for the last few years, and I believe. Okay, so he's got a whole he's got like a whole little thing there. Okay. Photo spotlight. Who's this guy? 1975 John Deere, driven by President Reagan, October 20th, 1982. This is a picture with him and that guy and Reagan. Does it say wieners? Wearies. Wearies, my bad. My bad. I thought it said wieners. Okay, so I didn't see anything else to jump out at me at the moment. Let's just kind of skim through this a little bit. Okay, the Illinois Collegiate Farm Bureau, which started over a decade ago, has grown to about 500 members and welcomed a new chapter at Heartland Community College this year. New chapter. Okay. So 500 members, it sounds like very little, but it's only one college, so it's not bad, I guess. I'm really excited to see so much growth and engagement already this year, said Taylor Hartke, Illinois Farm Bureau Youth and Collegiate Program Coordinator. It speaks to the quality of the students who are part of Collegiate Farm Bureau, the value that they place in getting involved and providing opportunities for other students as well, he said. While Collegiate Farm Bureau cultivates members who will remain engaged with the Farm Bureau into the future, it unites students as the voice of agriculture on their campuses and in their communities. Now, she added. Okay, so it's kind of branching them out a little bit. In this academic year, about 185 students are new members in 12 chapters across the state. Okay, this is across the state. I didn't think about it. Okay, it's not just a college. These numbers represent numerous potential for the future of our organization, Hartke said. I hope they will be members for a long time and we'll see them as young leaders. Okay. Got these like arrows right in my way here. It's kind of annoying. Go down this way. The chapters give students industry experience, including job shadowing, and provide professional development, networking, and community service activities. Hartke likes to remind students while you are pouring into your community, the community is pouring into you. Interesting. Not only do students have the opportunity for scholarships and leadership training as Collegiate Farm Bureau members, but chapters also prioritize community service efforts at the local level, such as providing food to local pantries and buying Christmas gifts for children in need. We encourage the collaboration, peace between collegiate young youths and Country Farm Bureau, Hartke said. We've had a record number of students at the leadership training program and one of the biggest collegiate discussion meets so far. And I'm optimistic. I'm optimistic that will continue this year. Wow, I almost couldn't. I had to like completely stop to make my mouth work that way. Among the 20 students who competed in the collegiate decision meet in Bloomington on November 1st was Wabash Valley College freshman Audrey. Okay, we don't need to talk about specific people here. It's a home away from home. Okay. All right. So next, let's move on. That's good. It's good though to see. It's positive to see that kids are getting into farming. I mean, what do you guys think? Let me check out some comments here. Thanks, Country Boy. What's up, Chris? Okay, not a lot of comment. Not a lot of thoughts on the article, huh? What do you guys think? I mean, there's a lot more. There's an uptick, I guess, of kids that are getting into the farm programs per se in Illinois, and you might not be from Illinois, but Illinois kind of represents a pretty good, I don't know, window into the farming community. It's not the only place that farming happens in the country, obviously. Michelle, what's up? Hello. Tommy McKetta, James Peacock, or Pocock. I'm sorry. What's up, man? What's up, guys? Come on in, Jeff. I see you, Jeff. Cullen. What's up, Chris? I'll save the organized receipts for even more sites with recipes. Okay, that's a different. Let me just get that out of here. But go away. Go away. Pure. All right. Prue Leith gives you permission to use store-bought shortcuts in her new cookbook. What? I don't remember clicking on that. I want to become a beer expert. Okay, no, this is definitely not the page that I wanted. Go back to the main. Okay, this is the main hub. Okay, trending now. How to fix your pie crust. Okay. What is mace? Meet nutmeg's sibling spice. Oh, okay. So like nutmeg's cousin or whatever, sibling plant is what mace is made out of, I'm guessing there. Internet's favorite seasoning salt is legit. I've not heard of the favorite seasoning salt. What do you mean legit? What do they mean legit? Does it mean healthy? What is this stuff? What is this crap they're talking about here? Herbamara. Organic herbed sea salt. Okay. I'm instantly intrigued by this. Making quick meals that are still super flavorful is all about having the right powerhouse ingredients in your arsenal. Whether it's adding a splash of soy sauce, a sprinkle of chili flakes, or drizzle of vinegar. Leveraging pantry staples can make a bland dinner infinitely better in seconds. It's time to meet the new one. Herbamara is a seasoning salt that I first came across on social media. Well, I did not come across it on social media, but I am putting it out onto social media as we speak. It says on both TikTok and Instagram. Okay, has anyone else seen this? Kids need to learn how to grow. That's what I mean. Kids need to be more interested. It needs to be more, I guess, attractive of a career. For sure, Justin. Yeah. All my kids have grown up in the ranch, and a lot of hands on life skills wouldn't change it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is what I'm totally right. Now, I'm worried that I need to pull up the chat on Facebook. Let me know. I mean, if anyone's watching that can let me know that if they see a bunch of comments that I'm not reading, then clearly I'm not able to see them all. It seemed to be working a little bit better so far, but right as I say that, something's gonna happen. All right, so it says Herbamara is a seasoning salt that okay. A few of the food influencers I follow have been using it on everything. Signature green can it comes in, which looks similar to the containers of kosher salt you might buy. It's hard to miss. I've noticed that the product seems to be particularly popular among Canadians, Europeans, and Australian influencers. So consider this my effort to popularize it in the US. Okay. TikToker Kayla E used the spice mix in dishes from omelets to roast chicken and even broccoli and cheddar soup. Well, yeah, anything you put salt in, right? If she's making something savory on her feed, it's safe to say Herbamara will be involved. She loves the seasoning so much, she now has a discount code for the brand that her followers can use. Content creator Lena Jabari says she likes adding it to everything for quick extra flavor. See, that's how I am with cumin. I like the cumin now. Not, I mean, no, I guess not strictly everything, but quite a lot of things. Not quite, maybe not as much as salt as far as the versatility, but I do like the cumin. Okay, it says which is an apt description of what it will do. And although I can't quite understand what the French food influencers are saying, I can recognize the herb Amara canister in their videos. Well, hold on now. We think, okay, this seems disingenuous. Okay, this person isn't watching these influencers. They're skipping through. They're just skipping through TikTok looking for any influencer who's cooking, cooking influencers, and they're like, oh look, this one's using the herb Amara too. Oh, it's French. Oh, okay. We're just gonna use it for our. I don't know. Let's see who wrote this. It's by Marilyn Miller. Marilyn, if you can't understand what they're saying, how are you following them on social media? I mean, I guess it might be possible. I think there are some people that follow me that don't understand much English, but that just seems, just found some French people that were holding the can. Like, look, is this it? Is this? I don't know if I'm gonna get copyright claimed if I play it. So she's put this is a English speaking TikToker just doing the cooking thing. Okay. I can't skip ahead in that video, so we're just gonna go like that. I'm not typically one to opt for seasoning salt, but because they sometimes have additional ingredients like maltodextrin, silicone dioxide, cornstarch, or added chlorines or colorings. I'm sorry, none of which are necessarily bad, but I prefer to flavor my food without them. Well, yeah, like I don't necessarily want all those little additives either. Just give me the thing and just just the ingredient. On the other hand, some seasoning salts options have a fairly limited ingredient list, primarily consisting of salt, pepper, paprika, garlic powder, the onion powder. All these spices are great, but I keep them on hand at all times, and it's easy to sprinkle them in individually. Nobody needs a mix to use them. Right. I do the same thing. So let's see. But herb Amara acquires a super savory flavor from a combination of dried herbs and vegetables. So there isn't really any salt in there. Okay, I thought there was salt and herbs in it. They had me there for a little while. It's almost like seasoning your food with dried vegetable stock. Now, if they say it like that, that doesn't sound good at all. But dried herbs, dried flavorful herbs, I could totally see that. That sounds awesome. I got to give this a try. What's up, JC? So I kind of dig the herb method. So I don't know about you guys, but when you make a sandwich and you're going to dress it up, you're going to put like lettuce on it, tomato, right? Anybody out there use lettuce and tomato on like a sandwich or maybe a burger, right? You feel like maybe you're eating a little bit of vegetable there. You're getting some lettuce, right? The lettuce is barely like watery lettuce. That's really not, I don't know, it's not shit compared to what I've been doing lately. I gotta say. Let me turn this, I don't know how loud this music is, but I'm gonna turn it down. Change it up a little bit. We'll go to something instrumental. I want to make some more instrumental songs too, actually. So what I was getting at is that lately I've been doing this thing where I take a little bit of as many things as I can that are growing in my basement here. So I will grab a pepper, green pepper, cut it up, and I will grab some basil, some green onion, some leafy greens from some of the other plants. Like I have broccoli growing, but it's not a broccoli yet. It's like leaves of a broccoli. So I'll grab a leaf, grab a big leaf of like radish, some arugula. I actually grabbed a little bit of carrot greens, the green top of the carrot that's edible, and I chopped it all up and made this little pile, like this little salad, a little tossed. I guess it wouldn't be tossed out. A little salad of mixed stuff here, and all green, I guess. But I chopped it all up, and then I sprinkled that on my sandwich. Instead, like there was some lettuce. It was a store bought like big old, like torpedo sandwich type thing, and I made those for my son and I. And I add some pizzazz to it. You know what I mean? And this herba mara sounds a lot like what I'm doing, except for, dried herbs and probably a lot of different ones that are like flavorful in some other ways or whatever it is. So it's pretty cool though. I gotta say, it's way better than just lettuce on your sandwich. And you can, I had lettuce on there too, right? So lettuce is fine in there, but then it felt more like a salad on my sandwich. Like you're eating a salad with your, like at the same time. It's so good. I got to take a picture next time. Kayla, what's up? They say you do need to use iodized salt in your diet. Yeah, that's true. That is true. It helps prevent iodine deficiency. Iodized salt is the easiest way to get enough minerals. Well, not okay. So iodized salt does not have a ton of minerals in it. To get minerals, you have to go to some of these different salts out there. Things like Himalayan salt. If you've heard of Himalayan salt, it is good. In general, it's got a lot of minerals in it by itself, but there have been some sources of it that are known to be tainted, or to be sending out, or to be selling tainted Himalayan salt with like bits of glass in there and all kinds of stuff. Like it's not good. So what I've heard is there's a couple other kinds. There's a bunch of kinds actually, but I've heard of gray salt. Gray salt is supposed to be straight sea salt, and that's where you get a ton of minerals for sure. So, but you're right though. Salt is supposed to be it's supposed to help you with minerals. Of course, I'll put that up there. Yeah, it is a good way to get some minerals. Now, I actually use garlic salt. There is salt in there, but then some garlic at the same, like there's a grinder. It's in one of the grinders, Let's see what it says here. But herba mara acquires okay, I just said that already. That makes it well worth incorporating into your spice cabinet. Yeah, I'm actually interested to try it for sure. Complete list of ingredients includes sea salt. Okay. I stand corrected. There is sea salt in there. All right, Kayla, we got sea salt in here. And then celery leaves, leek, water, and garden cress. Onion, chives, parsley, lavage, an herb with a hint of celery, parsley, and fennel flavors. Fennel. Why would they add that herb if they added the other things except for fennel? Interesting. Garlic, basil, marjoram, rosemary, thyme, and kelp. That's a lot of ingredients, but they all sound really good though. You use the pink Himalayan salt. Yeah, do a little research on where it comes from, like looking on the package and things like that. There are some known distributors, I should say, that are pretty good. Pink salt is good too. Yeah, I like it out of the grinder. Yeah, a nice grinder with you take your lamp, your Himalayan salt lamp, and you break it up. Start crunching little bits of it off the side. Put that in your cannabis grinder, ready to just grind it up into little bits, and then boom, you can sprinkle that out onto your with your keef catch. I'm just kidding. Okay. because it uses a variety of tender herbs, mild greens, and aromatics. The resulting flavor isn't overly herbal or oniony. Instead, it makes your food taste a bit more complex and more like itself, the way salt should. Okay. You're wondering why kelp is included. The briny addition is what gives herb amara its extra umami. 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 Is it umami? I think it's umami. It says there are undoubtedly other seasoning salt options that use similar ingredients or leave some of these out. But this one works well and it's easy to find. Okay. That is pretty interesting. I will give it that. I'll have to check that out. Let's see. Amazon just announced Black Friday 2024 sale dates. Okay, we don't need to read that. What is this from? Want to become a beer expert? Not really. Let's keep moving here. Top stories. Ew. Fast food fans' favorite holiday pies are officially back. Ew. Like pudding-filled, sprinkled pie. Oh. Gingerbread latte. Gingerbread latte kind of sounds good. I'm not going to lie. That kind of sounds pretty good. What is it? Anybody else think that sounds good? People, please don't do this. Don't do what? Oh, with the lamp? Chunk off a couple bits of your Himalayan salt lamp. Let's see. The 7 discontinued items from McDonald's that we miss the most. So they show McDonald's on a headstone. Well, that should mean a whole lot more than just things that they missed from the menu. We should talk about all the deaths that are caused from McDonald's. These 24 fall cookbooks deserve a spot on your shelf. See, I wouldn't mind getting a cookbook or going into doing a cooking class, honestly. A cooking class, because I think I don't know, I'm okay. Like, I don't want to toot my own horn in some kind of, boastful way, but I can cook. I can cook a little bit. I'm just like, I don't know that many recipes. You know what I mean? Leaf Cycle, what's up? Cello. Want to come up and co-host with me for a minute, man? We're just chilling, looking at these interesting stories that have to do with our food and culinary and farming and such. Global Authority on Food and Drink Culture. We share the celebrate the best recipes, experiences, culinary talent in the world, inspiring, empowering, curious, food-obsessed people eat, drink, host, and travel better. Okay, that's just showing people. I didn't see a lot of good. Let me zoom out a little bit. What was this lady about here? Prue Leith gives your permission to use store-bought shortcuts. What? I don't need her permission. Of course I'm going to use store-bought shortcuts. I'm a single man, single dad. Hallelujah. Had life skills class in high school. Yeah, like there was that, but I did what we called home ec. I believe it was still called home ec or cooking class. It might have been called cooking class, but I couldn't pay attention to the class. I couldn't even tell you what we cooked. One thing that we made. I think I did pretty good in the class. I think she passed everybody pretty much. She was hot too. We had this young cooking teacher. Oh yeah, I don't remember her name, but she's taking a break from working and coming and say, well, okay. I mean, I can respect that. I was saying same thing, pretty much. Home ec, yeah, that's what it was. Home ec. Okay, so I did find some other interesting searches here. This story from November 9th. Philadelphia woman fired from Jefferson Health. I will give you the political trigger alert here. After wishing death on daughters of Trump voters. So she's a Philadelphia physician assistant. Nicole H. Hart, physician's assistant in obstetric or obstetric. I can't even say the word. Obstetrics. Would it be like obstetrician? Obstetrics? Never heard of it said like that. And gynecology has been terminated from Jefferson Health Hospital. Okay. That's a spicy one right there. A little spicy one. Home ec was the best. Taught us how to sew and food. Yeah, I don't know if we did any sewing actually. I think I think it was a cooking class. Learn how to make bread in home ec. Yeah, I don't think they had home ec at the time. I think they had just gotten rid of it, and they weren't doing like an in general home ec. It was just a cooking. Yeah, you did a cooking, yeah, or just cook, JC. So and cook. Okay, not food. Gotcha. Yeah, for sure. So there's another one that says Trudeau government encourages doctors to issue advanced directives for patients seeking MAID. Do you guys know what MAID is? Anyone out there know what MAID is in Canada? Canada? We made a jumpsuit, Diane. You made a jumpsuit in home ec? That's interesting. Do they make it like a, strangely like a straight jacket, and they just didn't tell you why you needed it to be like that? Set table like do a five-star restaurant, cook for whole school. Okay, that's actually pretty extensive, Justin. I remember making a big drawstring bag in home ec. A big drawstring bag. Okay, that sounds pretty cool. Trisha, hello. I remember making rum balls in home ec. Rum balls? With real rum? They salt till we came back over Christmas vacation. Or they sat. My bad. So you it was on purpose? That's how you do the rum balls? Let them sit? Made a locker organizer and a pillow. Geez, that sounds like, reminds me of when I was in Cub Scouts. There was like all women, all like mothers as the leaders, and I remember like hot gluing a little wreath for Christmas. Forget how young I was then. I remember making elastic waistband shirt, elastic waistband shirt. Interesting. That's an interesting idea. Like the base, like around your waist, is a elastic. Even cook for the teachers too. So was this you specifically, Justin? Like, did you end up rising above the rest and becoming like the school cook extraordinaire? Is that what happened, or was it like for the whole class? But anyway, back in at the end of October here, we have another story. Autism diagnosis in America surged at 175% in the last decade. 175%. People say, oh, there's a lot of factors, right? We just didn't know to diagnose it like that back in the day. There's a whole lot of factors. Like we didn't know how to diagnose it. We called it other things. But I would have to disagree still. I would have to say that it definitely the number of people with something that you might think is autism in some way has definitely increased. That's just me. I'm just, I take it or leave it. My opinion. Right now we see a lot of information that says that, but you can diffute it a little bit by saying well, we didn't do these studies back then. We didn't have the diagnosis back then. Those things are valid, but I don't think they can make up for 175% in a decade. We had these tests 10 years ago. My son's 9 years old. My son is 9 years old, and we most certainly, even when he was getting diagnosed at 6 months, actually it was more like 3 years when they could do a full diagnosis. But when he was getting diagnosed, they said that they no longer use the term Asperger's, and they even stopped using the terms uh, the high functioning autism, high functioning. Those terms are not necessarily part of the vocabulary anymore because of the spectrum. Now it's all about a spectrum. So all of that happened early on when my son was born. So this is about the 10 years they're talking about here. And it just every time I talk to a parent, almost they have a child that's on the spectrum. That's just seems to be the case almost. Maybe not exactly, but the whole class would cook for each other, and then the other classes and teachers too. Okay, so you did some of that too. Okay, whole class had to cook. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Make a big meal. What's up, Pepper? Hello, hello. Steph, hello. She's done. Okay, that's interesting because we didn't get to do that. Maybe we did, and I don't remember it, or I was absent that day. Who knows? Let's see. 3.3% of American teens identify. Oh, that's a trans thing. We're not really getting into that, but it is a CDC and like a health related topic. But we'll keep looking here. Who's getting rich from this stuff? J.D. Vance urges skeptics at those like Bill Gates making millions in the name of health or in the name of climate. So this is a good segue to some of what I wanted to talk about. There are, and I don't have any stories directly to look at for this, but there are a lot of people that are in panic mode that were perpetuating this sick care system. For whatever you think about whoever marginalized people that you think Trump's going to, hunt down or whatever, if that's your thing, you can that's fine. Have your opinion, but on top, like deeper than that, you have people like RFK and all of the people around Trump that he's bringing in the team, Tulsi, all the some of these personalities that people know already, Vivek Ramaswamy and Elon Musk, not to be considered with Waylon, but all these people are coming in and they're going to be looking at these agencies that have been just doing things for money because they were paid by lobbyists, and there's going to be a reckoning, and I don't know if it's going to be possible to fix or to clean up or anything. And who knows, maybe every worry that you or someone has about the next administration is right. I mean, don't get me wrong, have your skepticism about whatever, but at the moment the thing that is being talked about is the health industry a lot, and the fact that there's going to be people looking into things like the drug, the big pharma, like our insurance and health fields, or I guess the hospitals and medical fields. So it's going to be interesting, to say the least. And if nothing else, maybe it just shakes things up a bit, and that can somehow lead to a little bit healthier outcome for us, or at least some kind of exposure for some of these things. You know what I mean? And that's great. That's to me, that's a great thing. There was no such thing as allergies. Yeah, allergies. I developed allergies when I was in my 30s. My grandson's on the spectrum. He's 10. Yeah, see, like 10. That's about 10 years now. They said it's been increasing like crazy. Baking course after. Oh, nice. So you were into it. You liked it. In Ontario. Justin Trudeau needs to go in Canada. Go in Canada, California. There's some good stories here, but I'm not sure which one I want to read just yet. I should check out the list and see if there's anybody that needs to get on the number wheel. Getting close to an hour. Oop, I didn't mean to make it a separate tab. Or separate window. Keep the same window. We had 30 people. No, 31. We had 31 yesterday. Let's see if there's anybody new to add. A couple people did subscribe. I thank you all. Did I do it right? Sean says he posted it on in the Indoor Farmer Facebook community. I'm not seeing you, Sean. Let's see. Maybe he went over to locals instead. And I see that Charles posted a proof post there in the locals community. That's awesome. You guys are welcome to do that if you're a member, a supporting member. You get to make posts. You can advertise posts, or you can make the proof posts in there, which works too. Okay, we do have some additions here. We've got Joe Orzel is number 32. Wait, why is there a 31 on here? I'm not seeing a 31. We got Timothy. Oh, Missy. Missy is 31. We need Sean, a new member. Sometimes need help to make sure they can get on the list. So I want to make sure I do that. Let's see, Sean. I believe it's Sean. There we go. Yes. I'm going to give him time. Yes. Tagged him there. I'm just going to give him 32 as well, just in case we don't want to wait too long on him. Joe Orzel then is going to be 33. Okay, and then we got, who else? Kristen. Kristen is number 34. Mama Rochi, number 35. Excellent, excellent. Mama Rochi, 35. I think that's a personal high for engagement on the weekly spin, the weekly appreciation wheel. Cool. Now I gotta check the other group just to make sure, just in case. Okay. All right. In fact, I'll just go here and I'll comment on my own comment with his number about that, so I don't forget. 32. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. And we're getting back to you guys in the comments so that I can maybe see them. See some of them anyway. Okay, so we got to add a couple numbers. That's good. I like that. 32, 33, 34, 35. How is the acidic reaction in tomatoes? I'm missing something there. Patricia. Happy birthday again to Patricia. What's up, Sheena? Hello, hello. Appreciate you guys coming in. If you guys all could help me out, hit that like button and tag a friend. Maybe tag someone that hasn't been here before. Tag your mother, sister, brother, cousin, aunt, uncle, daddy, niece, nephew, all of that. Got about 5 minutes till the 1 hour mark. So what we're gonna do is we'll do another dab while we are chilling with the wheel, so that way people can come in and say, "What's that? Why is that? Am I on there? I didn't get my number." Said she needs a number. That's me. Oh, you just popped in there. I got you. Number 30 can be number 36. Number 36. I see you. Okay. Cool. We still got 2 more spins. Another spin tomorrow night. So might even get up to 40. That'd be cool. It'd be like pool and stuff. Oh, thank you, JC. I appreciate the way you said that. Okay, let's get Diane's number on here, 36. Boom. Shuffle it in there. Got it. Okay, Dab and Dragons getting going here. All right, so did anyone see any spicy stories that stood out to you? I tell you what, there's a couple of these that I think are interesting. We could read about the autism just a little bit. This lady that got fired for just wanting to wish death on daughters of Trump voters, that's crazy. While Harris backs federal reparations, race-based loans, specific health care measures for Black Americans. Specific health care measures. I don't know what that means. U.S. Airman Jack Teixeira sentenced to 15 years in prison after leaking classified Pentagon documents on Ukraine to Discord. Holy cow. Oh, wow. Okay. November 7th, it says thousands of migrants hurry to illegally cross into U.S. fearing border shutdown after Trump wins White House. Okay. Okay. Good luck. COVID mask mandates to return in Bay Area until April 2025. What? This was October 12th. This is on the Post Millennial. The new orders are similar to last winter's health measures, which aim to slow virus transmission during the colder months. Look, I'm not going to lie. Wearing one of those masks is probably warmer in the wintertime, but I'm not sure what else. Oops, I mean to do that. All right, it's dab time while we sit on the wheel. I'm gonna sit on the wheel. What should I do here? Let's see. This was called Rainbows and something. Rainbows and Cherries. A little bit of rosin, a little bit of delicious, clean rosin. No, what do you call them? Solvents used. Thanks, Joe. Appreciate that, man. Over there on the Rumblers. I knew that. I knew that Rumble was, it's hard for me to get seen over there right at the moment for some reason, but I have been growing. Shouts out to my new subs over there on Rumble, not subs, but followers, I should say. It's like 3 or 4 in the last couple days. I'll take that. Organic growth. Okay. Cheers, guys. Who's in the house? Hit that hashtag WTIF. Let's see what's up. Let's see who's alive out there. See some smoke and fire emojis. I do know that, Cindy, and I do appreciate it. I really do. I'm kind of surprised I didn't see anything else major over here on Farm Week. Grain and livestock traders brace for higher volatility. The election impacting. People are worried about these tariffs, and the farmers are included in that. It says election impacts depend on whether President-elect Donald Trump follows through on tariff promises. That's an opinion piece, of course. Video spotlight from farm toys to the field. Farm kids. Okay, so they've got like realistic farm toys to kind of help the kids understand what's going on. It's kind of cool. You know, I hope these kids understand the power they have as farmers, and not just power, but like the what I mean is like the responsibility and the importance that it has. Because a lot of kids that grow up farming, they decide they don't want to be farmers because, you know, that's what my dad did. That doesn't mean I have to do that, you know. So I get that. I get the sort of tendency to maybe step away from the farming. But man, we gotta. I kind of believe that we got to get back to a sense of like apprenticeship, father to son. You know, pass on the knowledge of the trade, and then the son can still go off and do something else, but they would still have that trade. You know, you'd have both. Anyway, that's just a thought I'm having. All right, we'll do that spin here. Clear this out. Joe, my birthday's in 2 days, and on the 15th. I'm just asking. The only thing I want is if you're already a subscriber, consider maybe going up a notch, or just asking some friends, telling some friends about it. Maybe you know some people that would be interested. Maybe be able to take advantage of all the awesomeness of the giveaways and the prizes. Because think about it. Talk to people that need money. Talk to people that are low on cash. Because if they can come up with the $2 to join and win, which you all know is pretty inevitable if they jump into game night and they do this wheel here, they could literally trade and start making money, start gaining, getting out of the, maybe not getting out of the hole. I don't, depends on the hole you're in, but definitely make it work for you. Just saying, why not? That's my pitch. That's my pitch right now. I'm going to. I have a few different projects in the works, and definitely going to be putting more effort into my own site. But at the same time, I could be using, if we grow the community, I could be using those funds to get items from our sponsors too, such as buying additional gift codes or bigger gift codes from different sponsors. That's one of the things I'd like to do as well. To just include the sponsors, buy something using the money, some of the money that we're getting here, and then also, so it make it a win-win. I see you there, Cindy, jumping around over to Kick. Remember, it's Wednesday, so you want to wash it. Maybe you don't have to do it on Wednesday. Well, we call it Wash It Wednesday, so that you can get some, refresh your water, refresh your medicinal intake device. Maybe throw a little alcohol and switch it around in there. But a dirty piece is bad for several reasons. I can't name those reasons the top of my head. But I can tell you that I know there's some reasons that you shouldn't just let your piece get real nasty just because of the word nasty. Okay, so I need to add 36. I just made sure it wasn't there. Anybody else? I'll check the comments. Did anybody else jump in to the other one where the guy killed his ex-wife, wife, and 2 kids and himself over Trump's win? Bunch of sick people. Holy cow, man. I did not see that story, but we can talk about that on tomorrow's episode of People in the Boxes, Joe. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about current events. Now, I know I'm bringing up some current events tonight, but this is mostly... I do searches on Wednesday specifically for agriculture, food, and things like that. Now, some of these headlines weren't like as closely related to health as I would have liked, but it is kind of, there's going to be a crossover with a lot of news and information right now with politics because of how tightly wound everything is. So we will probably be talking about a lot of that tomorrow night on People in the Boxes at 8 o'clock Central Time. You don't want to miss People in the Boxes. Head to Facebook so I can interact with more comments. Yeah, that's cool, man. I do appreciate you giving it a shot. I wish we could have more incentive for people to check out other chats, but it's okay. I'm working on it. I'm growing. We got a couple more followers on the Rumble. Rumblers, if you're watching and you're not from Facebook, feel free to comment. Say hello. We need farmers. You're right, Diane. A lot of Amish kids aren't taking over their parents' farms here in PA. But see, that's a problem. That's going to be a big problem eventually. Like, we don't realize how many goods the Amish produce. And they are able to do certain things because of their unique situation. All right, let's spin this beautiful bean footage. Late but here, Brendra, I think I gave you a number already, pretty sure. But thank you for coming. I see you on the Rumble. Cindy and Joe were just there. We got 36 numbers. Well, there's missing one because yesterday Sheena won. Sheena, are you still here? Forgot to tell you, you won yesterday. Look at this. Look at this pen, you guys. That's not how you open it. That's just how you turn a light. There's a light in your hands. That's kind of cool. I'm like, look at the light. Okay, so we grow Wednesday, 11, 13, 24. It's Wednesday the 13th. Oh, no. Oh, wait, that's supposed to be Fridays on Friday the 13th. Okay. Who will win tonight? Sheena won last night. Congrats. I see that you're here. Congrats. You won a coupon, WTIF coupon. So you can choose whatever you like and those 3 options. I'm seriously considering another option, but I can't figure out which way to go with it because the indoor farmer ticket or coupon should be dependent upon level of subscription as well. So I'm working on a new thing that has to do with our sponsors, where I can offer some sort of a extra discount to sponsors as one of the options for the coupon. Anyway, I know I'm rambling, but late but here. I see you. Love going to Amish markets. I've never been to one, but I would like to check it out. You learned all about Amish. You have Amish in Canada, Justin? Interesting. What do they say in Canada? They speak Canadian. Sheena, did you get a number? I'm not sure if I remember. I don't remember everybody that got one, so I think you might have. Joe, I just gave you one, and I believe Cindy got one. Fresh eggs and goose eggs from the Amish. Okay. I also have a store that sells almost expired food in bulk. Love the three-gallon ice cream. Containers of Mackinac chocolate fudge ripple for $9.99. Holy cow, Joe! Trying to get me a heart attack with that much ice cream. New York, Pennsylvania border. Okay, that's got to be a interesting area. Good luck, everybody. I like this pen. I had the pen all along, but my other pen just died on me. Fully died. Took it apart, looked at it. Oh, ink's gone for sure. And picked out this pen. I'm like, wow, this is an upgrade. I didn't know I had this pen. It's got a flashlight inside it. Holy cow. Sheena's number 20. Thanks, Chuck. Wait, what am I saying? Why am I telling Sheena to get a number? She won. In my head, I'm thinking, oh, it's a subscriber. Tell them to make sure they get a number. Wait, I got to take 20 off the wheel. I thought I deleted it, but it's still on the wheel. So, and it's going to hit 20 again. Okay. All right. At least it's a not 20, but that is funny though. It's a 2. So we're going to take 2 and 20 off of the wheel. Sorry about that. Number 2 would be on the Facebook. Remove. Let me remove the 20. That's funny. What's up, Terry? How are you, bro? Ayla, Amish fruit hand pies are the best, and donuts. Oh wow, so they make a lot of sweets, Amish, huh? I don't think sugar's a problem when you're like working 15-hour days in the sun, building barns and stuff. You only need to buy one container for the month, shared with 8 people. Right? Okay. The problem is I'd eat half of it in 2 days. I'm only kidding. I would try to restrain myself. Oh, other flavors for twice the amount. Oh wow, like specialty flavors and such. All right. I searched health on SCNR and I didn't get a lot of good stuff, so we're just gonna move back to post millennial. This is great. This story here is crazy though. Made in Canada is about self or assisted suicide, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. Quebec is telling its provincial doctors that they can issue advance directives to authorize medical assisted in dying. Medical assisted assistance in dying is what MAID stands for. Medical assistance in dying. An unresponsive or mentally ill patient. If you're mentally ill is such a broad term. Unresponsive is another thing altogether. That could be misconstrued as well. Like, oh, he's knocked out, he's unconscious, he's unresponsive. The Quebec legislature bill 11 allows doctors to administer euthanasia, providing the patient has previously offered advance permission to do so. Okay. Advance permission to do so. No exposing clothes. Keep the language down. Go where? They have other. Oh, with the Amish. Yes. Gotcha. Hey, what's up? Sean, how are you, man? Haven't been here in a while. Yeah, I've noticed. We've all been talking about it. I've been wondering where you were. Cindy on the YouTube. Hello. Can I use it for game night? Yes, you most certainly can. Most certainly. And don't worry about the swag packs. If anybody's picking those, it shouldn't take nearly as long. But I will tell you guys this: it is easier. It's a little bit easier on my pocketbook and more consolidating if I wait like 2 or 3 weeks. So whenever you say you want a swag pack, I wait a couple weeks before I send it. You probably win another one. And I just put more stuff in there. And so that's what happened last time when I sent a bunch of that stuff out. So I was like, that's kind of nice, but I don't want to necessarily wait like the time that I had to wait last time, but like a week or two and say, but that's probably not the right answer. It just seemed to be what worked out. I digress. Let's read on about the assisted suicide. Critics say it's another example of Canada's euthanasia program expanding out of control and into the realm of murder, because the assisted suicide of a mentally ill patient would qualify as murder under the Criminal Code of Canada. Quebec has told its prosecutors to just ignore the law. The National Post reported. Wow. The Trudeau government has approved that decision. Wow. The Ministry of Health saying that there would be no court challenge, even if it discouraged expansion of the practice outside of Quebec. And it also indicated the fundamental fault of the bill. Okay. Oh, come on, Sean. You're one of my subscribers. I miss you, man. definitely are welcome. I think you should be able to choose the right to die if you're suffering. Okay, that is a tough one. That is a tough one. I just think that I, I think you're right, but it's a really difficult line. I mean, I don't know that I would call myself a Christian. Like I believe in the Christian style God, but I don't necessarily subscribe to the religion or the scriptures. But I would have to say that it still feels somewhat wrong, like suicide in any way. But at the same time, I also can see this other side where it could become big money. Government could use it to get rid of people and forge signatures, make it look like they authorized it. All kinds of things that could be used for. Yeah, he's unresponsive. Sorry, and really it was just like a shot they gave you that's makes you you know what's that term for like being in a coma, or not coma but like awake but not being able to move, like you're like frozen in your own inside your own body, or something like that. There's a term for it. But how about cell phones, Justin? What about cell phones? I don't think it's not comatose. There's something else, because a coma, it's like you're awake. You're frozen in your body and your eyes are open, but you're not able to move your eyes around. You're just awake there, but you can't talk or anything. There's a condition. If you're sick, I agree to it. Sick, I just sick though, Justin. See, there's that's a slippery slope there too. Like how sick? Like who draws the line? I don't consider it suicide if it's your choice and you're going to die anyway. Look, if you're terminally ill, totally. But I also, to your point there, that's why I really liked when Trump's first term, he did the thing called right to try, signed a bill right to try. Anyone remember this? Right to try. It has to do with all this red tape and restriction we have around trying experimental medicines, and they say if you're a terminally ill patient, you're able to try things that are experimental, which I think is all that would be great. Imagine using that instead of just saying I'm going to die, to using that for data. Like you might die still from this experiment, but it might come up with some kind of cure for something. You know what I mean? I kind of like the idea of it. Kind of like donating your organ. Solar batteries. Belladonna. That sounds right. Okay. Yes, Diane, you know what I'm talking about. Sir, did you find that? Let me search it real quick so we can read the exactly what how it's described. Belladonna sounds like a new singer. You know what I mean? That's nightshade. That's a poison. Did I not 100% sure? Belladonna medicine uses and safety. Huh. There's uses for it. Okay. Poisonous plant has been used for medication since ancient times. So it's a poison for like that probably numbing and paralysis. Um. Okay. Let me do a quick search here. Locked in syndrome. Condition where you are locked in your body and can't move but are awake is called locked in syndrome. This rare neurological disorder means you are conscious and aware but paralyzed except for the muscles that control your eye movement. So you can move your eyes, allowing you to communicate through blinking or eye movements. So yeah, it's just a form of paralysis, JC. Oh, the Amish have the cell phones. Yeah, so that's what you meant. I gotcha. Depends on the group. Catatonic state. Terminal, Justin. Yeah, terminal. Even see or ever see the Viceland clip in TikTok where Nora and Anthony Dick or Dyke, Anita Dyke, is that a fake name? Looking for their daughters. If not, I'll share it. I have not seen it. Yes, Rose, that's what I'm talking about. The or being buried organically thing. Our bodies are well, we've talked about it before on another show where all the embalming fluid and the removing of a lot of parts and things, it's left our bodies almost useless for the soil, and it doesn't decompose. It's got all this preservatives in there, and the worms and stuff don't even want to eat it, and it takes it longer to decompose, and it's not really helping the ground or the earth any. So it's really weird. But yeah, this is called locked in syndrome. Locked in syndrome. Usually caused by damage to the brainstem, often from a stroke. Symptoms: completely paralyzed, paralysis of voluntary muscles except for the eye movement, ability to speak, facial expressions, or movement or move limbs. I'm pretty sure that's what I was thinking of, but I'm not I'm always open to being wrong, of course. Um, well, I don't know if we really need to read any more of this. This is just like they're expanding the program for the assisted suicide in Canada. Oh, I didn't see this. Oh, snap. Had a bad day. Look at that. We got. Oh. Hay bales. Just crush that car. Just crush that car. Holy cow. Horrible thing. Yeah, doesn't it? Like you're just like stuck in your own body and you can't do anything about it. Pronounced dick. Okay, that's what I thought at first, but I wasn't sure. Anita Dick. That's yeah. It still sounds funny. It's a character's name. Getting fire roasted and gonna sit in my daughter's living room. Fire roasted. Are you babysitting for her, or what do you mean? You mean like you're getting roasted and toasted? I mean, I got The Dabbing Dragon is heated up and she's ready to go. So don't threaten me with another dab, JC. Does anybody see stars? If I get some stars, I'll do another dab, but I'll wait until then. How about that? I've never heard of it, but it sounds like a horrible thing. Oh yeah, you said that already. Okay. 500-pound bales, yeah. When those are not like kind of wet still or still fresh, yeah, they're not light. Can you imagine that happening? There's a Katie Brown grew up walking the aisle of a pig barn and is excited to be raising their own two something. Okay, pigs. That's a lot of pigs. It looks kind of factory farm to me, but it's just a regular farm. Cattle graze on corn stalks. Ooh, that seems like a good idea, right? Red meat exports up, pork on record pace. I'm sorry. Cattle graze on corn stalks in Lee County. Overall, U.S. beef exports were up 5% in value from January through September. Huh. I've never seen cows graze on corn stalk. You think they would like that? Like, this ain't no grass. I wonder if they would like that. Cremation, JC? Well, cremation doesn't really help the earth either, right? Because we're not giving those nutrients back. I don't know, though. I mean, I respect people's choice to get cremated. I don't know what you, like, maybe to, like, make some jewelry out of me. You know, cremate me and, like, put me in, you know, inside of, like make me part of this wallet, you know, carry me around all the time. I don't know, something interesting, something different. Put me inside your car. Screaming only makes daddy. Well, okay, yes. Give me something more. Willie, that's all you got, man? Come on, man. You're on Rumble. What else you got? What else you got? Crema Susi Mimi? Creamy Mimi? All right. What's up, my guy? A new Rumble viewer. Get a few of those once in a while. Cash birds, charts. No, what I want is those. Looking at these pictures. What's this all about? Stephen Riskadol had more than 900 acres of cover crop planting over his belt by mid-October. Just cover crop planting, huh? Cover crop planting. That's okay there, Cream. Just thought you were trolling like, typical troll night. JC, I lost both of my boys and had them cremated. Holy cow. JC, I am so sorry. I couldn't stand the thought of them full ground. I want them close to me. And Okay. I see that. That's that is a perspective I was not, aware of. Yeah, I know you can get your ashes put into all kinds of things. Actual, like, jewelry that you can wear and stuff. Girl from Human Centipede 2. Okay. Yeah, I never seen the old Human Centipede. It seems like a documentary of the. Never mind. I don't want to be. We're just gonna leave that alone. It seems like a movie I don't want to be part of. Just saying. No, you could like. I mean, they should do like a human centipede skit, right? Like a little skit where the one person is eating a bunch of edibles and like smoking a bunch of weed, and that's the first. Like it's like Shaggy, from Scooby Doo. He ends up as the first guy on the human centipede, and just like everyone after him's just getting ripped, you know, and his shit tastes like, fruity pebbles and uh, whatever, all the other junk that he eats. So like, they don't mind it. You know what I mean? Maybe it becomes okay. So yeah, I like this. I like this guy. We got this new friend on Rumble that's thinking outside the box with the old nutrition, health and nutrition angle. Uh, Something called a human centipede. I don't recommend to watch it though. Don't look that up. So JC, are you with me? Are we gonna get fired up some more, or I'm ready here with a little bit of this rainbow something. What did I call it? And cherries, rainbow and cherries. The place. Oh yeah, you already said that. Yes, sir. Okay, I'm getting it. I'm scooping it up. When I'm going down, dabbing an elevator, heating it up when we're going down. Yeah, we need to remake that song. Think Steven Tyler smokes marijuana? You're decomposing organically. They give you the soil to plant something in. I want my dirt to grow a cannabis plant. Yeah, I like that too. I've seen that with where like you can put your whole body in like this root system for a tree. Swallowed up by solar panels. Yeah, yep. Solar panels should be. Look, I don't. I know the dangers of solar panels with the mining of the rare metals, the rare materials, but not only that, solar panels kill a lot of birds. A lot of birds land on solar panels and probably other wildlife that walk across them and die because they're so hot. Literally, will like just combust. And birds have hollow bones, so when they sit on something that hot, the air inside the hollow area of their bones gets so uh, quickly heated that it expands and literally blows them up. And so it's not like every bird that touches one blows up, but it's crazy. And so I'll just say this: if we're going to use them, I think they should be over parking structures. They should be over the tops of parking garages. They should be over parking lots. Every parking lot should have like these like awning things that you park your car under that are all solar panels, you know? I hate seeing so that bet the plant would be amazing like me. Yeah, right, Rose? You could call it Rose. Like I'm just sitting underneath Rose right now, catching some breeze, catching some shade. Oh, oh, oh. I'm not sure exactly what you're referring to, Cindy, but you know what? I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it as a win, exactly. And I'm gonna cheers to that. Cheers. Appreciate y'all coming in on a Wednesday. Hit that like button if you haven't yet done so, and share the show with your friends. At some point, they may watch the replay and have a fun, interesting episode. Cheers. You know what? Fuck it. Even if you already hit the like button, smash the like button. Change up the music a little bit. Good night, Rose. Yeah, a lot of problems with wind farms too. And actually, the wind farms kill a lot of birds too. They kill a lot of birds too. I think those can be. I think that can be changed. I honestly think they could change, make a change to in the shape to where they don't kill so many birds. But that's just me. Or I'm not sure if the color would matter, but the shape for sure. I think the windmills that go like a merry-go-round and not like a Ferris wheel. I think that's the way to go. I still don't like wind in general as a fuel source, but it is something that can be used in a pinch. And imagine using it on other planets. Like Mars has a lot of wind, solar winds too. So probably at certain times would be good. Or like space travel, I think we eventually will be, colonizing all over the place so far away that we won't even be able to like reach every settlement if we wanted to. We'd have to spread out so far that things change so much we eventually have a war with ourselves, thinking that we're an alien race. That's the subject of my next sci-fi novel coming to a theater near you. Tornadoes rip through, wipe solar units out. Yeah, that's true. Hailstorm too. Yeah, didn't think about that. Oil byproducts, still oil. So still oil, right? They seem better, but there's a lot of problems with the what's the term, disposal of the broke or the expired units. Like they can't recycle any of it, which you seem like they should be able to make it out of some kind of recyclable material. But that's just me. Make it out of something that's not necessarily like a biodegradable, but like a steel that they can melt down to do something else with. Nope, they just have to bury it. Like a landfill of enormous pieces of metal. Quiet for 4 years and about to be fired up again. Yep. Something tells me that business is going to be booming again. And hey, look, I mean, there are advances to be made, even if we still continue to use fossil fuels. be honest. There are plenty of failures within current industry, but also a lot of advancements. I know a lot of people are looking at nuclear, but there are still a lot of problems with nuclear as well. There's a lot of advancements too. I like some of the ideas of like a very small nuclear plant, like a smaller power plant that's spread out like multiple of them instead of one big ones. And you can have them encased in, whatever, concrete or water or whatever. But that's, that's only part of the answer, because we still don't have the best battery, or the power. What do you call it? Storage that we will have. I mean, Elon Musk is doing a lot with the battery storage. I mean, his team, I guess, with the Tesla batteries and a lot of their the Tesla wall battery thing, different things like that. They are coming a long way on some of these, but being able to store more power has always been an issue. We'll figure it out. We'll find some other way, like a crystal diamond, maybe. I don't know. This necklace here, just store power in it. Anyway, I think that's it for me. Not going to get back into any of these stories here. What else do we? Oh, okay. This was about the salt, so we can close that. Oh, the autism. Maybe I should check that out. See what it says. Autism diagnosis in America surged 175% in the last decade. In the last 10 years, autism has become increasingly less rare among Americans, with the diagnosis rate increasing by 175% across all ages, according to the new study released Wednesday. Health records are analyzed between 2011 and 2022. Oh, okay. So this is a couple years ago. It's a new report on it, but the studies from a couple years ago showed how the condition has gone from 2.3 to 6.3 incidents per 1,000 people. Interesting. From 2.3 to 6.3 incidences. Huh. That still seems low, but hey, this is what their data is showing. Pull it up. I like this one better. Study releases a JAMA network open and analyzed the data of 12.2 million Americans who participated at 12 locations in mental health research network. Association of Mental Health Diagnostic Center. Of those assessed, 77,683 were diagnosed as autistic. Young adults aged 26 to 34 experienced the largest increase, 450% escalation. Wow. Excuse me. But children from the years of 5 to 8 remain the group's most often diagnosed autistic, with a rate of 30 per 1,000. The Daily Mail reported. Okay, about 1 in 36 U.S. children and 1 in 50 adults will be diagnosed with autism, according to the Centers for Disease Control. 36. Let's say about 1 in 36 U.S. children and 1 in 50 adults will be diagnosed. The spike may be due as much as, or I'm sorry, the spike may be due as much to higher incidence as it is to better assessment. Okay, that's what we talked about earlier of the condition, and more willingness by doctors to diagnose it. More girls and women are also getting the disease. Is it a disease? They're calling autism a disease. Is it an autoimmune disease? What are they calling it? I didn't know they called it a disease. Honestly, I thought it was a disorder. Same thing, I guess. As then previously, maybe that was supposed to be diagnosis. Huh. Interesting. When it was overwhelmingly identified in elementary school boys. Okay. Yeah, I remember that mostly boys were getting diagnosed. Medical experts say the increase in both genders may not yet be indicative of the larger picture because many autistic children are not diagnosed and symptomatic behaviors is often dismissed or attributed to other factors. According to the report, rates reported here may underestimate the true prevalence of ASD in adults, especially older female adults. Many would not have been screened in childhood and remained undiagnosed. That settles it. That answers the question, guys. There's just a lot of adult women out there walking around with autism. What's up, Awake? It's the CDC. You think they will admit all along the FDA and big pharma too much? Yeah, they're definitely not going to admit like the factors of why it's going up. They want to muddy the waters with the fact that, hey, science got better since then. That's a fact, right? But then, and that's like it's not science got better. It's just that we have developed better ways to detect different things now. So that's true, but this increase is like way more than that. The study started in 2011, so it's not like we were not able to detect it then, but maybe it weren't that. Oh, it feels like yesterday, 2011. Okay, so where was I? Nevertheless, our findings indicate that the population of autistic adults in the U.S. will continue to grow, underscoring a need for expanded health care services. Interesting. Yeah, I agree. I mean, that's probably true. Right? We loved science growing up, but now it's like a thing in a person. Uh, like science is never settled, in my opinion. The autism surge is not limited to the U.S., as the UK is experiencing an even higher number. Britain's National Health Service notes that 200,000 people are on the wait list for an autism test. Just because you're on a wait list for an autism test is not necessarily. It was like there was a fad for a little while where it was like, I'm on the spectrum, So people wanted to be tested so they can like pass the test and say they're autistic. That is 30,000 more than the previous year. Okay, so the previous year was 170,000. This year, 200,000, in the study. Interesting. So it's not like it went from zero to that. All right. Well, it has been real and it's been fun, but it is that time again. And remember, next or tomorrow, I should say. Wait, who did I didn't find out the winner. You guys, it's over here on Facebook. Dun, dun, dun. It was Amber Hensley. You won, Amber. You won. I like that because I don't think she's won before. She's a Facebook subscriber. If anybody wants to tag her, you're welcome to do so. Amber Hensley. Let me see if I can tag her real quick. Congrats on winning a hashtag WTIF coupon. So, yes, tomorrow, people in the boxes, 8 o'clock Central Time. We're going to talk current events. A lot of crazy stuff going on right now. Some of it political, some of it not. We're going to get into it. There are marches happening. There are crazy videos of women shaving their heads. A lot of women shaving their heads. We're going to get into that. People like that story that Joe had brought up of a whole family committing suicide because they were so scared. Just a lot of crazy things happening in the last week or two. So we are going to just try and look through and find some very, I guess, the most viral stories or the most interesting. We're going to get into it. People in the boxes Thursday nights, 8 o'clock Central Time, guys. Okay, where are we at? Shut off the music. Cut the music. 3 minutes, 2 minutes ahead. 2 minutes. We're good. We're good to go. You all have a great day. Awake. Thanks for hanging out on the Rumble there. Hit the follow button, man. Come on back. Or woman. Women shaving their heads. Yeah, so we're going to talk about that tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. Come back and check it out. Did not approve of them. What am I going to... Vaccine, yeah, yep. The vaccine thing is definitely something that's being a little bit more allowed to be talked about now, and so I think it should be. But we'll get to that when we get to it. Have a good night, JC and Kayla. Thank you very much. If you haven't hit the like button, do so, and we'll talk to you later. Remember, everybody's got to eat, guys. Doesn't matter what you do. Doesn't matter if you use cannabis, you don't use cannabis. Whatever you think about the shape of the earth, none of that matters more than the fact that every one of us have that in common, that we all got to eat. And growing isn't just about plants; it's about learning. We should always be learning. I hate this. I hate to put my viewpoints on other people in that respect, where hey, you should do this. But I think we should always try to learn something. You don't have to always be nose in a book and like researching. Find things that you can be, that you can learn from a situation. Good night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow night. Peace.
Yeah, this is for my green thumbs in the game. Wheeling the indoor farmer. Check my name. Sustainability, we about to reclaim. This is how we do it, keep it in the frame. I'm Waylon the farmer, the indoor king. Living off the grid, what the city can't bring. Got my hydro set up, my LED lights. Growing all my greens, all through the night. Self-sustain, that's the mission. Growing my own, I'm not missing. Indoor farming, the hustle's real. Waylon's here.